William Bryant. I've been in the renovating game for 18 years. An investor for 15. I have done a total of 36 renovations. I take homes that look like this and turn them into this. Welcome to Catapulting Change. Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy KB with Catapulting Change Academy. Listen, it's Wake Up Wednesday. It's time to stop playing with our life. Look, I know things are happening to you right now. I know it's hard. I know it's a struggle. I know there's a lot of pain that you're experiencing right now. How do I know that? Because I'm human also. I'm also going through it, guys. Listen, not only am I sick right now, but I'm finishing a whole 4-story house by myself with the helper. And the helper does not know what to do. So I have to teach him as I go to be able to finish this house. Also, on top of that, like I said, I am sick, dealing with this cold that my wife gave me. She was sick all last week in the bed. The only difference is she stayed in the bed. I'm still going, because if I stay in the bed, then I'm going to be stuck in the bed. I choose to stay busy. It's harder, but I have things that I need to get done. I have projects that I got to complete. I have goals that I need to accomplish, and I cannot allow the sickness to overcome me. And yes, guys, no, it's not COVID. I've already tested it. Didn't test positive for it at all. I'm good with that. It's some type of flu or something. But mainly what's happening is my body feels weak, my bones, it just feels like I'm extremely sore all the time. My energy levels are down, of course. But at the end of the day, I'm still pushing through. I believe I'm getting to the end of it. But this last week and this week itself has been a struggle. I'll be done with it this week. But look, guys, this is the reality. We have got to change our mindsets up. A lot of us out here, and I keep speaking to a lot of people, man, and people have a terrible mindset. It's like, you know, this person don't care about me. That person don't care about me. The government don't care about me. You're absolutely right. Nobody cares about you except for your loved ones. I care about you, but most people don't listen to me. I'm trying to explain that we have to get to the point where we love each other, where we compliment each other, where we build each other up, even when we're going through struggles, even when we're going through pain. See, this is what happens, guys. Everybody is happy. Everybody is glad when things are good. When things are good, nobody has a problem with anybody. Why? Because nothing negative has happened to them. But once something negative happens, it's like it's the end of the world. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. You better believe it, because it has happened. And these different things happen throughout life. But it's how you deal with it. It's how you continue to push forward. It's how you come together as a team to come up with a way to get to the finish line on whatever that is that you're experiencing, right? So as you guys know, I had 4 projects. All of them fell out for financial reasons. And I end up losing a lot of my people that work on my team, actually most of them. I reached out to some people that I know from before to see if I can get some extra help and stuff like that. Nothing has come to light just yet. But when you get into a situation like this, these people that end up leaving, it tells you a few things. It tells you that they were only ever there for the money. Why? Because once you don't have any money, nobody sticks around. They're gone. Even when you say, listen, I will make sure I take care of you. I will make sure that I pay you back. They still won't stick around. They will leave and they'll be gone. And I understand, you know, everybody has lives, everybody has bills, but the reason why most people are like this is because they don't have anything else that they're doing. Now, listen, if I wasn't invested into crypto, if I didn't invest in the real estate, if my wife wasn't an agent, if my wife and our family didn't own assisted livings, I would have been completely screwed because of what happened to my construction business. But over the years, I've been focusing on not putting my eggs in one basket. When everybody else says, hey, you shouldn't be doing so many different things, you should focus on one thing, I do not believe that. I believe you have to develop as many skills possible. You have to invest in as many different things that interest you, as long as it makes sense, as long as you're generating income, but you have to focus on that residual passive income. And because I have residual passive income, and because I can live off the land, I didn't have to worry about food, and I didn't have to worry about bills being paid. But at the same time, it really affected my suppliers, it affected my people, affected me as well. I couldn't pay myself, etc. Of course, I don't get a profit. So a lot of these projects I've been working on for 2 to 3 months at a time on each one for the beginning of the year. So basically, all of this beginning of this year, I've been working on these projects. I haven't benefited from it because you don't until you finish the project. So I'm back at one now, working on it, and I will get it done. But this is my point, guys. I share that with you because I'm going through things just like you're going through things. Share it. Talk to people that will listen, or people that have been through it. See, I've been through it, so you could talk to me about it. The problem is when you speak to people that never been through what you're going through, that's the reason why you can't get no help. That's the reason why you can't get that feedback that you're looking for, because you're getting advice from people that are unqualified, people that have never experienced that, people that never been through that. So you have to be very careful with who you're taking advice from or who you're sharing your information with, because this is the reality. You're going to get the wrong answers, and you're going to end up getting frustrated. You're going to end up getting negative. You're going to end up getting angry, etc. So focus on getting that information from people that are qualified. But most importantly, no matter what is going on in your life, be the best version of you. When you get into a distressed situation, one of the things that I do first and foremost is I start working on me, because I got to get my mind right. So I'll start to read. I'll start to meditate. I'll start to pray. I'll start to work out. I'll start to get busy now, because the moment that you stay stagnant, the moment that you do nothing, is the moment that you start to really go downhill. So it's very important, even when you go through a distressed situation, start working on you so that you can get yourself back into that positive mindset so that you can start moving forward again. You don't want to lose that momentum all the way, because once you lose that momentum all the way, it's very difficult to get it back. And trust me, I almost went there. Going through this, what I went through. I was depressed. I was stressed. I was aggravated. I was disappointed. I was shocked. I experienced all those things. I'm human, just like you guys. But we're just doing different things. And we're doing different things on a different level. But that's one of the reasons why I share my journey. That's why I make my reels. That's why I document my process. That's why I do these Wake Up Wednesday calls. Because honestly, I started doing it to hold me accountable, to inspire me. I feel like when I get this off my chest, I feel like when I share with the world what I've learned, the better off I become. Why? Because it's a burden when you keep it all in. It's a burden when you don't share. And listen, just because somebody don't listen, someone might just be listening. That's what you have to focus on. Don't be focusing on the people that aren't listening or paying attention. Don't be chasing people. The people will come to you. Your tribe, your people will come to you when the time is right. But most importantly, you have to keep pushing no matter what. Why? Because your family is dependent on you. Your kids are dependent on you. Your spouse is dependent on you. Your boss or your CFO or your accountant, whoever it is, they're dependent on you. So you have to keep pushing no matter what. Who cares what day of the week it is? It doesn't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look, it's time to wake up and win every single day, guys. And stop thinking like the herd. Stop thinking like the majority of the population, right? Oh, it's hump day, or, I'm happy it's Friday. Look, you got to do what you do 7 days a week. Now, I'm not telling you to kill yourself, even though I do sometimes. I really push myself to limits. But what I'm telling you is focus on giving yourself 30 minutes every single day to commit to your goals. So whatever your goals are, guys, commit 30 minutes to it. What do I mean by that? Well, for example, maybe your goal is to start a business. Fine. Commit 30 minutes to doing research on that business or watching how-to videos on that business. Commit 30 minutes to it. You want to get a better version of you. You want to get fit. You want to, get your skin glowing. Commit to 30 minutes per day doing that. It's really that simple, guys. I know it seems hard because you have your routine. It's what you're used to. That's the problem. And that's another reason why I do resets every 90 days. So I'll go 90 days hard and then I'll discipline myself for 90 days. Why? Because it resets me. It gets me from being complacent, getting used to a certain habit or a certain routine, and it causes me to change it up, which causes me to be sharp, to be creative, to adjust, to adapt, to become better. That is the power of doing these resets. See, most of you out there probably been doing the same thing for 10, 15, 20 years. I don't know for sure because I'm not you, but I know before I changed my mindset, I did the same thing, expecting a different result. I was in corporate America for years. I became very successful in corporate America. My last job was at the Pentagon. I was a crew leader that ran a crew of 36 people. I had a foreman above me and a project manager, but I was responsible of taking care of the field. So I was in a management position for many, many years, made $120,000 to $140,000 a year, guys, great money. But that job ended. And when that job ended, I had an offer to go to Texas. I turned it down because my kids are here. They were young. And I felt like the company punished me. And they sent me to a TSG division in DC. I started working on traffic signals and street lights from being a commercial electrician, which motivated me to start my own business because I took a $30,000 to $40,000 pay cut, which the lifestyle I was living before, I was literally going to Hawaii. I was traveling to different states, taking mini vacations. And then I went from doing that to taking trips in the backyard. So I decided to quit my job. When I quit my job, I started my business. And I thought when I started my business, guys, that I would free myself. No, it was crazy because I was like, yeah, I'm free now. I can do what I want. No, it doesn't work like that. I ended up working 10 jobs because when you start a business, you have to be the bookkeeper, the accountant, the project manager, the installer, electrician, the plumber, the HVAC. You got to be the estimator. You got to be the billing office. You have to wear many, many hats, which I'm grateful for because it allowed me to learn the business. And now I can replicate what I've learned and teach somebody else how to do it so that I can focus on key things. But moving forward, I'm not interested in working with consumers or homeowners unless you're willing to pay the price. And my price is not going to be cheap whatsoever. I am not the cheapest guy, and I'm not going to deal with any BS. It's going to be on my terms. If you want me, it's on my terms. If you don't like that, then we don't need to work together. Why? Because I can create my own projects. I can buy my own houses. I can fix my own houses. I can sell my own houses. Why? Because I'm 23 years experienced in the construction industry. I've been and still am a licensed contractor. My wife is a real estate agent, right? So again, I'm more focused on working for the market, creating my own opportunity. So instead of going out there looking for opportunity, I'm a creator. I'm done. I'm done with chasing people. I'm done with spending my time for free. I'm done with spinning my wheels. It's not going to happen. If you want me, you got to be willing to pay the price. And I'm going to tell you guys, when you get to a point where you value yourself, you have to do the same. See, a lot of times we let people take advantage of us and we build up other people's lifestyles or bring their dreams to life while yours go down the drain. I've been through this over and over again. I can tell you guys, honestly, over the last 8 years in my construction business, all the people that have come into my organization have made money. But me, I've walked away from major projects negatively. But I didn't cry. I didn't complain. I look at it this way, guys. I don't study the money. I never have because I've made millions of dollars throughout my life, millions and millions and millions of dollars. The problem that I've had is I haven't been able to keep it, right? But now I understand residual passive income. I've been studying this for over a decade now, and I started implementing it about 3 years ago. Residual passive income, investing into things that are producing me income so that I don't have to stress and worry about if I lose on this project or lose on that project. I can now sustain those losses. Why? Not saying I want to lose, but this is what I believe too. If you never owned a construction business, if you never owned a restaurant, do you really expect to win at first? No, you're going to lose, but don't look at it as a loss. You have to look at it positively. It's not a loss, it's a learning lesson. Basically, you paid to learn. What's wrong with that? You know how many people are paying $30, $40, $50, $60,000 to go to college and pay for tuition, and then they never ever do anything with it? Isn't that a loss if you want to look at it negatively? Yes and no. Because if you went through it and you finished it, you actually have that knowledge, you have that skill. So it's not a loss. Stop being negative. It's a gain. The problem is you don't choose to use what you've learned or what you've gained. You have to get to the point where you execute, guys. You can't keep jumping from one thing to the other. You can't keep setting up this business and that business. You have to go through the process and learn what it takes to become successful in life or in that business so that you can focus on becoming the best version of you, realizing along the way that it's just lessons that you're learning. It's not losses. If you look at it as a loss, you're going to be negative. I'm here to tell you, you're going to be negative. It's what you think up here that will allow you to keep moving forward, that will allow you to become the best version of you. But again, you have to focus on you. You have to focus on becoming the best version of you. You have to speak things into existence, even if they haven't happened yet. It has nothing to do with fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is a negative word that somebody created out there that was jealous of someone else that had something that they didn't have, but maybe they didn't really know what they went through to have that. Or maybe that person did have a Lamborghini, but they only had $17 left over after the paycheck. That's their business. But when you speak a goal into existence, for example, I have goals on the board right here, right? One of my business goals right there on the board is we own multiple units and apartments, 50 plus by 2028. What is this right now? 2022. 2028 is literally like 23, 24, 25, 26, 6 years away from now. So I set this goal and I'm doing everything that I need to do in my power to make this happen. What's even more crazy about it is the market is going through a correction. And because the market is going through a correction, the prices of units and houses will go down. So it's going to be a great opportunity for me to transition out from construction to working for the market, building my portfolio, building my rental portfolio. And look, I'm going to be focusing on multi-units, 4 units and above, period. I'm not really interested in anything less than that. I don't have time to be driving all over the place. I would prefer to have one building. So I'm really going to focus on finding 30 to 50 units and then make that happen. Whatever it takes to make it happen, that is what I will do. But that is my goal. One of my goals moving forward. Another one. We have $20,000 a month residual passive income by 2027. Or by 2035. So by 2035, my goal is $20,000 a month residual passive income, guys. Right now, I'm around $4,000 per month, right? Residual passive income. So I'm making $4,000 a month, regardless if I get out of the bed or not. My goal is $20,000 a month. I feel like with $20,000 a month, regardless if you get out of the bed or not, is a great lifestyle. Because to be honest with you, the lifestyle that I really love to live, I need at least $10,000 to $15,000 per month. But $20,000 a month will give me a great lifestyle. I'll be very happy, very satisfied. But this is the thing. Every time I set goals and I reach them, I get bored and I feel like I have no purpose because I just accomplished my goal. So then I create new goals. And my wife has told me, will you ever be satisfied with your results? Will you ever get comfortable? No, I will not, because then I have no purpose. Then I have no challenge. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy distress situations because I come out on the other side a better version of me. Each and every day, each and every week, each and every year, I come out a better version of me because I'm constantly pushing myself to become better, to try new things, whether it's food, whether it's business, whether it's an exercise, whether it's some new trend that's going through. I take the time out to at least try it because I'm open to being, to change. Because regardless, the world is changing with or without you guys. But if you change and you adapt with it, then most likely you will be able to thrive. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this is a great opportunity to become entrepreneurs. And I'll tell you the reason why. Nobody is saving you. You might think that, all these benefits through, the system, food stamps, rent, student loans, Social Security, all of this stuff. Don't rely on that. Create your own funds. So what I do is I create my own funds. For example, a health fund, a vacation fund. And not only do you have these funds you put to the side, but you also can generate interest off of these funds if you know how to invest into whatever that interests you, okay? So for example, let's say your health insurance bill every month for you and your family is $500. I believe that's pretty average. So between $300 and $500 is pretty average. Some people are paying $600 to $800 per month, which I think is crazy to pay to somebody that you will never see that money again. So what you do is instead of paying that health insurance company $500 to $600 per month, you pay yourself $500 to $600 per month, but you structure it in a separate account and it's a health fund. So now you have a health fund. Not only do you have the resources there when something happens to your health, but you also are generating interest, residual, passive income off of your money. Your money is working for you now. See, this is what the big institutes do. This is what the big banks do. This is what the insurance companies do. That money's not sitting there. They're not saving it. You do not save money. You put money to work. Money is a tool to allow you to live a different lifestyle if you know how to use it. But you have to put it to work. If you don't put it to work, then you will be stuck working a job for the rest of your life, or you will be stuck living a lifestyle that you don't desire for the rest of your life. So therefore, you have to put it to work. Now, I'm not saying I know it all because I don't, and I never will. But I know a lot. And I finally to the point in my life where I feel like this is my last hardship. I will never, ever have to experience another hardship in my life because I'm making the steps necessary to make sure that that doesn't happen anymore by protecting myself, by making sure that I have bulletproof contracts, by making sure that I put my money to work so that I develop residual passive income. Why? Because if you depend on that transactional income, I'm here to tell you that you might just finish that project or you might just finish that service and you don't get paid for it. That can happen. It can happen. So it's very important, guys, to focus on creating your own opportunity, creating your own projects, and becoming that creator instead of that consumer. Too many of us are consumers. And what is consumers? A consumer is someone that constantly buys, but they don't get nothing in return. A creator is someone that creates the product to be able to sell. So not only do they get to enjoy it, but they also get to sell it and make money or make a profit. We are all creators. The problem is we don't believe it. You have to figure out what interests you and become that creator. Maybe you love cooking. Okay, fine. Create your own recipe, create your own dish, and go out there and market it, sell it, brand yourself. Why not? You can, you will, and you must. Listen, guys, I need y'all to repeat after me. I will, I can, I must. And say it like you mean it. I will, I can, I must. I will because I have no other options. I can because I said so, and I don't need to give a reason why. I must because my family and myself is dependent on me to go out there and make it happen, for me to go out there and take massive action, for me to learn how to invest, for me to learn how to develop residual passive income, for me to learn how to leave a legacy. We all are special, guys. I'm here to tell you, if nobody's told you this, I'm proud of you because you are pushing every day. And if you're not, then I'm not proud of you. But if you are that person that is doing whatever it takes to make it happen, you're not blaming your husband, your wife, your kids, the day, the week, your job. You're not blaming anybody. You're doing whatever it takes. You just haven't found all the pieces to the puzzle, but you're still pushing no matter what. I am proud of you because it is hard. It is very hard. It is easy to get negative. It is easy to talk like everybody else. It is easy to allow the media to paralyze you. Listen, guys, ignore all that stuff. Matter of fact, you need to be focusing on you, not watching some TV show about someone else's life. You got your own life to focus on. We got to get away from TV. We got to get away from video games. We got to get away from news. We got to get away from media. And we need to come together as the people we once was. And from there, we can build up the communities. So my goal is to teach and educate 5,000 entrepreneurs. Matter of fact, it's one of my goals on the board. Okay, Catapulting Change Academy has 5,000 students by January 16th of 2025. You see how those goals are? It's very specific, speaks it into existence. There's no doubt, and there's a deadline, which means it's time to get busy now. When you create a goal that you speak into existence and you create a deadline, is when you can start moving forward and taking the steps necessary to execute, guys. The most important thing is execution. You cannot keep reading a book and not executing. You cannot keep hiring a coach and not executing. You cannot keep doing things and not executing. That is a waste of time. Take the time out. Like I said, if minimally you invest 30 minutes per day, I guarantee you will start to see some success. It might not be as quickly as me because I dedicate more time, but eventually you'll get there. Maybe you really don't have the time right now. That's fine. But please do not say I don't have the time. Carve out 30 minutes. Instead of saying I don't have the time, say I will take 30 minutes from watching TV. I will take 30 minutes from eating. I will take 30 minutes from sitting on the couch. I will take 30 minutes from laying in the bed. I will take 30 minutes from my lunch. Instead of taking my lunch, I will eat my lunch and work on my business or work on myself, whatever that is, guys. But we cannot make excuses about we don't have time because we all have time. But the time is running out. And if the time is running out, then guess what? One day you're going to be dead and your family's going to be wondering what you really did. Or would you really leave for them? Especially if you leave them in a distressed situation and they have to worry about burying you, or they have to worry about, getting your assets. You got to protect yourself. You got to prepare your family for the exit of you. I am prepared, guys. If I leave today, my family is taken care of. And that's the difference. You have to make sure that you set yourself up in a way that the next generation will be okay with or without you. That is my job. That is my duty as a father, as a leader of the community. I must prepare for anything. And if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. With that being said, guys, it's a blessing to be able to bring this to you. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of the week and go out there and make it happen. No excuses. You have to execute. Let's go. And remember, life is great. Don't be scared.